Chapter 26, lesson number 2. So the question is, well, we now know that light changes speeds when it enters substances, so how does this account for the bending? Now let's take a look at a picture. Let's just take a typical student, all right, and here is the typical student, and we're looking at light from the student. So as the light comes across the room, there's kind of a miniature picture of sorts coming through the room into your eye. The lens in your eye focuses that and creates that little picture. All right, now if I take a look at this and follow this movement as it heads towards me, we have this picture of the person kind of coming through the room. And here they are. Now, when this person, the light from the person, strikes something, let's say, for example, a piece of glass. Notice that the foot of the person strikes the glass before the person's upper body. So if the glass is down in this area here, the person's foot hits the glass. Well, what happens when the person's foot hits the glass? Immediately, the foot starts to slow down, while the upper part of the picture is still in the air and is going pretty much normal speed. So there's a tendency for the foot to start to drag and then go slower than the person. So we end up with this tipping. Now you probably have felt this when you run into the water at the beach. There's the ocean out there, you're running along the sand, it's hot. The first thing you want to do is jump in that water. So when you enter the water, your feet start to drag, your upper body is still out in the air. Doesn't everybody start to tip over and start to lean forward? Now, because you're old and wise now, don't you kind of complete the motion when you start to fall forward and then you dive in and then this way you look cool? Alright, now light's doing the same thing. When it hits the water or the glass or whatever it is, the feet start to slow first. So the upper body continues to move forward. Now, as the person enters, more and more of that person starts to enter. Alright, you end up with more and more tippage. So eventually, the angle has changed completely from an angle going in this direction to a new angle going in this direction, and the person now is moving through the glass on a different angle. Now, once I'm in the glass, the head, the arms, the feet, nothing's going to change because everyone and every part of the body is going slower. If I was a diver, for example, once I'm completely immersed under the water, isn't the water dragging on all parts of your body? So yeah, all parts of my body are going to move slowly so the angle doesn't change. The change occurs when only part of your body is in the water, part of your body is in another area. So, for example, when I have a lens or my glasses, the light bends at the interface between the air and the glass itself.